Okay, guys. I'm go back out there and go to work on the shed here in a few minutes, but it's very important to remember, okay, that if you're not understanding the beauty of the faith of Psalms and the wisdom of Proverbs to sustain it, everything you're doing is just crap. Okay. Like everything I do around here, I just see it as a sand painting with affection. That's the way I see it, because I don't anticipate that dam staying up, because it shouldn't. We need groundwater. We need the rivers to function the way rivers function, because you love children. You can't love your wife and say that it might be better to put our kids' memories on a robot because we're going to fuck up the planet. And that's the natural evolution of things, is to be an egomaniac and put a reflection of what used to be on something that was meant to trap the beauty of life, something that prolongs its existence because it's trapped in its ego. Like Sheldon's character on The Big Bang Theory. And you got to understand, there's a lot of very dysfunctional people in the world right now, and they push the boundaries of rational humanity. Okay. Me and young men were talking out at her front. It's like they didn't thought I had problems because I couldn't protect people from bad people. It's like the way I protect people from bad people is help them not be bad people. Okay. Not to be a scientist who invades people's homes and manipulates them with money and technology, to have false delusions of power and wealth and fame, and stuff. And so, I'm a very unique individual, and I understand that. But I know I'm not the only one. And I know throughout time there's been a lot of people very similar to me. Okay, and there's been books and stories, and when he comes, it's going to change everything. When he talks, everything will change. Judah Krishnamurti was that way, guys. Okay. On that Big Bang Theory, I was watching some of it today. The part about what this school all about, making money, and you got a master's. We all have master's degrees. It's like, yeah, people. Okay. That are addicted to and then devote their existence to manipulating, abusing, and stuff. And you watch we have more people now with master's degrees and technical degrees than ever before. Okay, very little common sense, very little compassion and empathy and respect for life and human beings. They think they don't. Okay, I sat and watched on PBS with that watering thing, and they did the same thing over here before Buddy bought the land and put trees on it. They have this very slow watering process, and there's he's going to use the groundwater to help people pay their bills and provide oxygen for the valley until further notice. I'm the one who puts Halliburton in the dirt because they think they're better than all of us and don't have faith in God and don't believe in the Spirit of the Lord. Okay. I know they believe that, okay, I'm the spirit of someone but they don't think I'm very special or important. Okay? They made that abundantly clear when I was in Sierra Vista. Okay? That you're like the way they looked at it was like, you're like I sit in and watch all this great stuff happen and then steal the work of great people. Okay, the constants, the consnates and the dosnots and the snittlesnots, all the stuff that the one character with the red hair is talking about to Sheldon, this is going to change the way we see everything. It's not true. You don't have to break everything down to the most minute detail. And then, because neurobiologists, they torture. Okay, they torture living beings as animals. And then study it to see what happens to the tortured body, and then tell you what's happening to your body when what's happening. And it's like, well, don't do that. All right. Then Bernadette's character, that works for a pharmaceutical company that gives people drugs, and they hire Penny because she's really physically attractive, and people want to, I'll buy it, because she's so hot, right? And it's like, it's sick, and they turn it into a joke. And you're like, this shit isn't funny, assholes. I mean, you sit and watch it, and at first you laugh, but there's like, this is just like Friends with Nerds and MASH when we shouldn't be mashing no more. And you sit and watch this and stuff, and this stuff's going to go away. Okay? It's not going to be there. There are certain things, because the Blue Danube, okay, will always be a song that it's about a beautiful river that provides water for life for people for millennia, for a long time. Okay. Now, I'm the hot stepper. No. What were they talking about? Murderer. Lyrical. Why was he calling him a murderer? That sounds okay. This sounds archaic and psychotic, and yes, and you just go, right. Yeah, I liked that song when I was younger. I thought it was a pretty cool tune. And you sit and look at it, it's like a lot of them had ridiculous lyrics. Because we were ridiculous circumstances and trying to survive ridiculousness with ridiculousness. Okay. I love basketball, and look what it's done for me. It's economic conflict, and you're an egomaniac. Okay? Do you understand? People that are not egomaniacs reject loving basketball, reject loving football, tennis, or baseball, or soccer. Okay? Because money's not real, but your time with your wife and children is. Okay? I told you I would have just played one sport for a very small amount of time, made my big money thing, and then used it to keep my family comfortable and the rest of my family comfortable, and then just got out of the way and let all the great earth changers like Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos and all you great thinkers and the Barack Obamas, they'll just fix the world with their greatness. Okay, but that wasn't what was meant to happen, because their lives aren't in historical documents about religion. Okay? And religious people are unique. And my sister, you can't make up your own religion. No, you can't. She's right. Okay, Pancha's right. You can't make up your own religion. You cannot. Religion has to be faith based on reality. Okay? You can't be like Seth MacFarlane's sorry ass on Family Guy or Family Guy, the Church of Fonzie and the Church of fucking Scooby-Doo. Okay? Religion is faith based on reality. Okay? Faith in an infinite essence that we refer to as the glory of God, and an eternal understanding of perfect, faithful people, mature, faithful people like Job and Jonah and Hud and Krishnamurti and others that explain to you Judo. Sydney, Australia, 1936. The other one I shared, the 4-minute one, why don't you change? You're hearing all this, you as a human being. Okay. That man, okay, is very much like Daniel, Joseph, Moses, and Esther and Ruth would have got up and says, this is the type of man that makes me get up and do what I do. That helps me see things less emotionally and more in an eternal understanding. So I can be a woman that's loved by a perfect man and be a perfect woman. Like Khadijah and others. Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay, so you guys got to understand this. It's very important. Because what you're doing right now on TV for money, you should be embarrassed. This is the first time we've ever had a Messiah that everybody in the world with a library card can have access to and should be able to understand without somebody. The algorithms can be played with just like your emotions. Okay? 2 and 2 is 4. Life is eternal, grace is infinite. Okay? Forgive debt and trespass and love one eternal faithful peace. Okay? So you can care and share, give them the courage you need built to last. You need lasting relationships. Okay? You don't need kids almost dying from heart disease because people are excessive, competitive, and have a toxic, interactive environment. And then rebuild them like the $6 million man and throw them back into the NBA. That's this horrible thing to do to Bronny James. Okay? Bronny James, like Patrick Earl Parsons and Noah Channing Parsons and Carmilla Fabre, deserve the beautiful perfection of the faith of King David and the wisdom of King Solomon. The sacrifice of Jesus, that wouldn't be necessary if you guys could submit to faith and humility and have the courage and kindness of Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. All right? You think I'm arrogant? You might want to reevaluate that. The technology's thinking.